Hi dear students, today we will start with a new poem Where the Mind is Without Fear by Rabindranath Tagore. You may please take chapter 11, page number 84, Where the Mind is Without Fear. From the short introduction given in the textbook, you can understand that this poem it is written before independence, and throughout the poem, Rabindranath Tagore he explains his views regarding the independent India or the awakened India, and he addresses this poem to the entire humanity to free from the ignorance and the fear. And as I told, this poem it is written before the independence, and India was under the British rule, and people of India they were eagerly waiting for independence or freedom from British. In such a situation, Rabindranath Tagore wrote this particular poem, and this poem it is in the form of a prayer to the God, the Almighty, for a truly independent country. It is a prayer for a true freedom for his country, and throughout this poem, the poet addresses the entire humanity to free from the fear and ignorance, and he reveals his concept of freedom. Now we will discuss the poem in detail. Now you may take page number 84, the first line. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. Here the poet prays to the God. He needs a country in which the people are free from all kind of fear, and all the people they must be free from the fear of oppression and forced compulsion. What is the fear of oppression? Before the independence we know the Indian society was divided into different caste and subcaste, and there were many classes, and in the name of religion there were so many divisions, and all the people those who belong to the low class or the low caste they were oppressed by the high class people. But Tagore doesn't want such a kind of society in the independent India. In the independent India, according to Tagore, all the people must be free from all kinds of fear. There should not be any kind of fear in the mind of people. And secondly, and the head is held high. That means the people should have self-dignity. Whenever there is a fear, then the people they won't be able to hold their head high. So he needs a society where there is no fear and where people can keep their head high with a self dignity. In truly free India, all the people must be free from all kinds of fear, and they should be allowed to hold their head high with self dignity. Next line, where knowledge is free. Through these lines, the poet explains his dreams about a society or a nation in which knowledge is free. What is the meaning of knowledge is free? The knowledge should be accessible to all, irrespective of class or caste or religion. The knowledge must be accessible to all. That is the first point, where knowledge is free. The knowledge must be accessible to all. And secondly, there should not be any restriction. Before the independence, the education or the knowledge it was restricted to only a particular group of people, the high class people. And the low class or the low caste people, they were not allowed to get education. But here Tagore says that such a kind of restrictions should not be there. The knowledge should be given to all the people irrespective of their class, religion or the creed. So the first point it must be accessible to all. The second point is the education or the knowledge. It should not be restricted to the higher class people, but all should allow to acquire knowledge or education. And the third one is the most important one, that is they should learn. The children they should learn freely from the nature or the world around them. Education, it is not something memorizing the textbook, but it is a learning from nature, from the world around them. Just mere by hearting the textbook or the things given, that is not the education. So the third point it is that children should learn freely from the nature and the world around them. So under the title where knowledge is free, there are 3 points. The first one, the education should be accessible to all the people, and the second one, there should not be any kind of restrictions. And the third one, children should learn freely from the nature and the world around them. And now the next line, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. Here the poet wants a society or a nation where the people are not divided. The meaning of fragment is small broken parts. The small parts, and narrow domestic walls means a particular area assigned to a particular person. So here, according to the poet, he says that he needs a society in which the people are not divided by narrow domestic walls. And what is the meaning of narrow domestic walls? It is the caste, religion, color, or the creed. So he doesn't want a society in which the people are divided in the name of religion, caste, color or creed. And it emphasizes, through these lines, the poet emphasized the unity of the world. Not only a particular region, particular society or India, but the entire humanity. Through these lines, the poet emphasized not only the unity of his country, but the entire world. All the people must be united, and he thinks that there should not be any division in the people in the name of religion, caste, creed or color. Many times that happens with us also. We may feel that my friends, my family and my society, and we are not aware about others. We always think about my and mine. We are not aware about the other people, those who are living next to us. So here, Rabindranath Tagore says such a kind of division should not be there. My religion, my caste, my society, my color, such a kind of division should not be there among people. And we all are human beings. Such a kind of belief should be there among people. So through these lines, he says that people should not be divided in the name of religion, class or any kind of narrow domestic walls. Then the next line, where words come out from the depth of truth. Through these lines, the poet says that he needs a country or a society in which people are truthful. All the people should say truth only, and he wants a nation where the people are truthful and there should not be any superficial. What is the meaning of superficial? Superficial means only the outside. Outside we may act, but what comes out from us, from inside, that matters. Many times outside we act perfectly, even with our friends. Even though we hate them, then also with a smiling face we act. That should not happen, and everyone should be truthful to each other. That is the concept of Rabindranath Tagore. He needs a society where the people are truthful and words come out from the depth of truth. Everything should come from inside and all must be truthful, and he wants everyone should speak truth and the words should come out from the depth of our heart. That is the concept of Rabindranath Tagore. So that is enough for today. I hope that you have understood. We discussed the first 4 lines of the poem. From this we understood that Rabindranath Tagore, he wants a society or a nation in which people are free from any kind of fear and the people should be allowed to hold their head high, and then he needs a society where knowledge is free and there are three different meanings for where knowledge is free. The first one, it should be accessible to all the people, and the second one, there should not be any restrictions, and the third one, the children should learn freely from nature and the world around them. And the next one, it is about the division in the society. There should not be any division in the society, and people should not be divided by narrow domestic walls. And what all are the narrow domestic walls in our society? It is the beliefs based on our religion, caste system, class or creed. So such a kind of division should not be there in the society. He emphasized all must be united. The entire humanity must be united. There should not be any kind of division among people in the name of religion, caste, class. And finally he says that where words come out from the depth of truth. All the people, they must be truthful. The nation, he needs and he dreams about a nation in which people are truthful. So I hope that it is clear to you. In the next class we will discuss the rest of the poem.